Hi, I thought I would do the non-calculator live set A from Edexcel GCSE Maths, just because I can. Let's see how long it takes. So, firstly, there are only purple counters, green counters, blue counters, etc. in the bag. Table shows the probability of picking a random purple counter or blue counter. The probability of picking a green counter is the same as the probability of picking a black counter. Complete the table. So you do all of these add up to 1. You add up what 0.38 plus 0.26 is, and that's 4. This is going to be problematic. 4, 1 up, 6, 4. So we know that so far that equals 0.64. Then we do 1 minus the 0.64 gives us 0.36. And then we know that 0.36 divided by 2 is what these equal, which is that. Okay, next. Density equals mass over volume. A meteorite has a density of 8 and the mass is 720. What is the volume? And we'll times out by V equals 720. And that means V equals 720 over 8. 8 divided by 72. So that means V equals 90. And do remember to put in whatever volume is. That's centimetres cubed, isn't it? That's how you do that. Next, the pathway in Alan's garden is made up of identical paving slabs. Oh right, find the total area of pathway. That is a very ugly pathway, if you don't mind me saying. So if we call this A and we call this B, so we could go long and width, but I'm not doing that, length and width. So we know that that's A, B. So it's just a simultaneous equation. So A plus B equals 5. 2A plus B equals 8. Take them away from each other and you get rid of the b's and we get A equals 3. And then that equals, if we put that back into that, we know that 3 plus B equals 5. So B equals 2. That is not what you need to do. So the total area is 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 times. And the total area is going to be, of these, is going to be 2 times 3. 2 times 3, which is 6. So 4 times 6 equals 24 centimetres squared, not centimetres squared in this case. The diagram shows a right-angled triangle. All the angles are in degrees. Work out the size of the smallest angle. So we know that the 3 add up to 180. And that's 8x plus 7x plus 15 plus 90 equals that. So that's 105 on this side and 15x equals 180. So take away 105 from both sides and we get 75 and 15x on this side. And that leaves us with x equals 75 over 15, which is... 15 goes into 96 times, so I think this goes in 5 times. So x equals 5. There we go, and let's carry on. 4 students each roll a biased 6-sided dice a number of times. Okay. The table shows the result, shows the numbers of odd and even rolls that each student got, and which student's results will give the best estimate for the probability for that the next time the die is rolled, the results will be an odd number. Lustify your answer. I think that probably means justify. So Lakshmi. And Lakshmi, because she rolled the most. Though the best thing to do is add them all up and see what the answers are. Doug says, with this dice, you are only half as likely to get an odd number as you are to get an even number. Is Doug correct? Again, we're lustifying. How fun. So if we added up all of the even numbers, we get 205. That's 120, 205 plus 50 is 255, 253, 260, 270 for that. Did they give us an easier way to do this? No. And at the top we get 80, 145, 165, 169, 170, 180. So it's 180 over 270. So that's 2 over 3. With this dice, you're only half as likely to get an odd number as you are to get an even number. Well, no, you're not. You're 1.5 as likely to get an odd number as to get an even number. So wrong. You are 1.5 times more likely. The dice is to be rolled twice. How exciting. Use the results in the table to work out an estimate for the probability the result will be odd both times. So that would be 180. So number 1 would be, for odd, would be 180 over 450, I think. So 180 over 450 equals 2 over 5, so that's 2/5. Odd, 2/5, odd, so that's 4 over 25. There you go, that's the odd number both times.